Ever wondered if you're leaving money on the table when funding your Kraken account? Money with wings, or perhaps you've been stuck in limbo, waiting for your funds to clear, and thought, there has to be a better way. Well, you're not alone. Many crypto enthusiasts face this very dilemma when choosing between ACH and wire transfers to get their fiat currency onto exchanges like Kraken. It's a crucial decision, one that impacts not just your wallet, but also your ability to seize those fleeting market opportunities. Imagine Bitcoin suddenly dips, and you're ready to buy, but your funds are still pending. Frustrating, right? That's why understanding the nuances between ACH and wire transfers, especially on a platform like Kraken, is absolutely essential for any serious crypto trader or investor. Today, we're diving deep into the nitty-gritty of Kraken ACH versus wire transfer. We're going to break down everything you need to know: the costs, the speeds, the limits, and even the less talked about security implications and potential holds. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge to make the smartest choice for your crypto journey, ensuring your funds are where you need them, when you need them. So, let's unlock the secrets to efficient funding on Kraken. Understanding ACH transfers. First up, let's talk about ACH transfers, which stands for Automated Clearing House. Think of ACH as the backbone of many everyday electronic payments in the U.S. This is how your direct deposits from work land in your bank account, how you pay your utility bills online, or even how you might send money to a friend via a payment app. How ACH works. When you initiate an ACH transfer, your bank doesn't send the money directly to Kraken's bank. Instead, it goes through a centralized system, the ACH network, which batches these transactions. These batches are then processed at specific times throughout the day. This batching process is what makes ACH generally more cost-effective but also slower than wire transfers. Advantages of ACH on Kraken. On Kraken, ACH transfers, often facilitated through services like Plaid, come with some compelling advantages, primarily related to cost and convenience. Cost-effective, the biggest draw for ACH is often the low or even non-existent fees. Kraken itself states that ACH deposits via Plaid are free. This is a huge win, especially for regular, smaller deposits where fees could eat into your capital. Convenience. Setting up an ACH transfer is usually straightforward, often involving linking your bank account directly through Kraken's interface using a service like Plaid. This can be done quickly and digitally, making it super convenient. Recurring deposits. ACH is ideal for setting up recurring deposits, which can be a fantastic way to dollar-cost average into your crypto investments without manually initiating each transfer. Disadvantages of ACH on Kraken. However, ACH isn't without its drawbacks, and these largely revolve around speed and accessibility. Slower processing times. While Kraken states that ACH deposits through Plaid can be credited to your account within minutes for trading, the funds themselves are subject to a 7-day withdrawal hold. This means while you can trade with the deposited funds almost immediately, you can't withdraw them or the equivalent in crypto for a full week. This is a crucial point to remember if you're planning on a quick trade and withdrawal. Geographical limitations. ACH is primarily a US-centric payment system. So, if you're outside the US, ACH won't be an option for you on Kraken. Deposit limits. While Kraken's documentation can sometimes be a bit general on this, for intermediate and pro verification levels, cash deposit limits are generally quite high, often listed as unlimited daily and monthly for many cash options. However, for instant purchase options like ACH via Plaid, typical daily limits might be around $100,000 for intermediate accounts and higher for pro accounts, e.g., $10 million plus. Always check your specific account limits on Kraken, as they can vary based on your verification level and residency. Understanding wire transfers. Now, let's shift our focus to wire transfers. Wire transfers are a more direct, bank-to-bank electronic transfer of funds. They don't go through an intermediary clearinghouse like ACH. Instead, the money is typically sent directly from your bank to the recipient's bank. How wire transfers work. When you initiate a wire transfer, Your bank sends instructions and funds directly to Kraken's bank, often through a network like FedWire for domestic U.S. wires or SWIFT for international wires. Because these transfers are handled individually and directly, they're generally much faster. Advantages of wire transfers on Kraken. Wire transfers shine when speed and larger sums are your priority. Faster processing times, this is the key advantage. Domestic wire transfers, like FedWire, can often be completed within hours or the same business day, and international wire transfers, SWIFT, typically take 1 to 5 business days. For Kraken, domestic USD, FedWire, deposits usually get credited the same day if sent during banking hours. This means if you need funds on Kraken quickly to capitalize on a market move, a wire transfer is often your best bet. Unlike ACH, there's generally no prolonged withdrawal hold on funds deposited via wire transfer once they are credited to your account. Higher limits. Wire transfers generally support much higher transaction limits than ACH. For Kraken users with intermediate verification, daily deposit limits can be up to $100,000, and for pro users, they can be $10 million plus. This makes wire transfers ideal for institutional investors or individuals looking to move substantial amounts of capital. Global reach. Swift wire transfers facilitate international transactions, making them a viable option for users outside the U.S. who want to fund their Kraken account with fiat currency. Disadvantages of wire transfers on Kraken. However, the speed and higher limits of wire transfers usually come at a higher cost. Higher fees. Wire transfers typically incur fees from both your sending bank and potentially intermediary banks. While Kraken itself might charge a minimal or no fee for receiving a wire transfer, e.g., domestic USD wires are often free to receive, but international SWIFT wires might have a small fee like $5, your bank will almost certainly charge you a fee for sending one. These can range from $20 to $30 or more for domestic wires, and significantly higher for international ones. These fees can quickly add up, especially for smaller, frequent deposits. Less convenient. Initiating a wire transfer often requires more manual effort. You usually need to go through your bank's online portal or even visit a branch in person to set up the transfer, providing specific bank details for Kraken. Irreversibility. Once a wire transfer is sent, it's generally irreversible. This offers security for the recipient, Kraken in this case, but means you need to be absolutely sure of the details before sending, as a mistake could be difficult to rectify. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.